Hey, welcome to the channel. This is Karen with Ozone Fine Art Ventures. We were so lucky to have a late season washout, so I'm going to take you agate and fossil hunting. Plus, we've got a giveaway to announce and other surprises. We're back at the beach and we're going to be looking around at this low tide for a few last scores on this. This is the lowest tide that we're going to be having, and then the beach will probably get sanded over. I keep on saying that, but that's probably what's going to happen next. So Lily's helping out today. We're going to see if we can't find a few things. Right off the bat, we find one of my favorites. This is a spiral fossil shell. If you take the stone encompassing it away, you oftentimes will find a pristine shell millions of years old. Another super still glassy day. You can see no ripples or very little on the water. And so we're out here in the tide pools at the very lowest tide that we're gonna see for the rest of the year probably. And you can see all the little baby barneys and the things that are growing on these rocks definitely tell the story that they don't get to the air very often, and so they're usually submerged underwater. Here's a cool spiral shell, obviously wearing the little critters of the reef. Nice fossil. You really got to slow down in this stuff. Not just because it's slippery, but also it's so much harder to see. We were talking about your ground scores, hello, and your wet submerged scores, but if they're covered with sand, you know, you're really having to have a sharp eye. Need to pull up my sleeves. So here's a bit of seam from sugar agate, it looks like. Lily's busy over there on the bank. Is she gonna swim over to us? I think she is. Strange patterns abound when you're looking at the rocks with the sand on them, and the barnacles, and the little plants, the seaweed. But there is a pattern that doesn't belong. And so let's have a look at what this is. You know, it almost looks like it could be sandstone at first, like just the sedimentary lines, but oh, it's bone. That's bony right there. There we go. Focus. So that's what we're looking for. Nice piece in the matrix. There. Okay. Keeps on being an earworm. I'm a concretion. I won't sing anymore because I don't want to have a problem with copyright. But wow. So here's some interesting patterns again in the shape. If you watch some of the guys that discover the crabs inside the rocks, they look for these holes that are the sign that there's a cute little fish. Okay. Oh, you're so cute. Anyways, I show you where their legs are. I don't think this is one of them, but it's got some interesting, the graffiti that I talk about on top. We might just smash this with a hammer, just for fun. these guys. A couple of kelp crabs. Making sure there are more kelp crabs in the future, I think. So we'll leave them to their business. Here's a fancy, can't decide if I'm an agate or a jasper. Got a lot of those out here. Kind of neat banding. And some really outrageous colors in there. Some green, red, blue, yellow, rainbow. Pretty cool.
So do you guys remember this from one of my last videos?
So check this guy out. Do you think there's something in that big sphere? Okay, who's gonna yell at me for leaving it behind? Okay, this is pretty crazy. Not you, Lily. Hold on, wait your turn. I did find it again. There it is. Remember? So it's pretty perfect looking. I'm gonna haul it up to the head wall and figure out how I'm gonna get it out because it's pretty heavy. There you go. He wants to play ball. The tide's surging in a little bit. There it is. See, it's starting to fill in again, so the water's coming. This is gonna be all over. What do we have here? I have a couple things. What's this? It's not bad. Big old piece of bone. There we go. Mammal vert of some kind. Very worn. And these are always fun to see. Little spiral shell filled with some zeolite or something. Oh, hi. What are you? I don't know. Gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna put you back. Don't want to disturb the residents. Yeah, here comes the water. Our low tide fun is gonna be over soon. Is that a concretion? That big sphere right there? I'm not hauling that off the beach. Y'all can seriously yell at me for that. Here's the tide coming in. You can see there's some big waves out there. It's a coming. Before that happens, here's a fun find. Some more of the petrified wood. See the growth lines there. Wood grain. It's got some nice black color to it, so bogged out probably. Nice little chunk. But I'm not looking for agates. But there they are. Another pretty honey. Hello. Nice waterline. Bullseye.
This would be a great time to mention the giveaway. Gems from this hunt and others can be yours. Just comment below whether you like fossils or agates more. That'll enter you in the giveaway. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, do so and say I subbed to double down on your entry.
It's all surgy and it's making those rocks go away so fast. I was just in those tide pools. and it is just making short work of it. So we're up in more of the dry material, but it just rained, so the dry material isn't that dry. That is a spectacular piece coming out of this concretion. That's great. That would be a great project for somebody just starting fossil prep. So, send that to somebody. Seems like the rocks up here aim to please. Here we have some of that graffiti rock that I like to talk about. Let's get a closer look. You can see the material, the cellular bits of it. And it's like a mystery to imagine what part of the bone this is. Oh, we have it flaring out, so it kind of terminates right there. Oh, too close. There we go. Losing it. And then we got it flaring out here. That's neat. Any guesses? What is it? Name that bone. They call the Torita wood peanut wood sometimes, and this is a nice specimen to show you why. Looks like there's peanuts in there. That's a pretty good piece. Oh wow, looks like it's got druzy in there. Oh my gosh. Well, I might have to take this one so that we can have another look with the microscope. Okay. Are you looking or are you finding? It probably has to do with the state of mind you're in. Just looking for different shapes. This is kind of fun. This is a kind of a sea plant called Bladder. These bladders are edible, and if you put them in the oven, they will kind of puff up, little like popcorn. They're naturally salty, so you can put like a little seasoning on them and eat them. It's good for you. Bladder. There's a couple other names for it if you do a Google search. But yeah, it's an Agate day. I'll have a nice handful to give somebody. Here's a pretty. Always fun to find. Thanks, Lily's Ball, again for divulging. It's amazing how nice it is when the sun comes out. Definitely see more. Hello. Looks like it's got some nice carnelian in there. It's always nice being here, kind of just in your own head, ponder, think about good things, work things out, and then your eye catches something. And it's bone that has been filled in a bit with some agate. It's the color that we were getting there. Nice piece of mammal vertebrae, probably. All right. And back to the thoughts. Looks like a stone, but this is actually a shell. A little fossil shell. Kind of like an abalone. It's really nicely worn. They polish up really pretty too. Might have some nacre in there. Okay, Lily. Look at how filled in it is. We were walking out there just now. That's where I was taking the footage just a little bit ago. Got this little guy up here in the dry rocks. I should say big guy. I think this is the Calacanthus carlsoni. This is an exquisite specimen. You can see the bryozoan. It leaves a porous signature there, and then the sandstone matrix. Look at that. Just that is showing nothing else. So that'll be a beautiful one to prepare.
It's always good to take you all along on a beach walk and a rock hunt. We will sure miss these days when the summer sands fill in, but we have part 2 to look forward to and the giveaway. Leave your comment about which is better, fossils or agates to find. Subscribe if you're digging this stuff and hit that notification bell so you'll know when part 2 and the giveaway are. Oh yeah, and what's going on with that concretion?
Okay, Kyle, there it is. It'll be waiting.
Thanks again for watching. For more information, check out ozonefineart.com and keep creating.